It is Monday morning, and that means we're turning to TMZ to find out all of the news in Hollywood. We're joined by Dax, who's coming to us from LA. Now, Dax, with New Year's Eve celebrations right around the corner, we decided to look back on the weekend for a few celebrities who are celebrating and partying. And Britney Spears debuted her new Piece of Me show in Vegas, and it seems like there were some good people to party with in the audience, including Miley Cyrus, who's up on her feet. But Katy Perry didn't seem to be too involved and actively excited to be there. Give me a rundown on this one.
Yeah, so this is, it was the big opening night for her new residency at the Planet Hollywood in Vegas. People very excited about it. Obviously, there were quite a few celebrities in the audience that wanted to see this. Miley was there, Katy Perry, like you said, was there, Adam Lambert. But the funny part is when you watch this video that we got, Britney's up on stage just going, singing like, well, I don't know if she's actually singing, but dancing like crazy. And then you've got Miley out in the audience. She's dancing up on her feet the whole time, having a great time. And then the camera pans over to Katy Perry, who is sitting there, who is not even like clapping her hands, doing nothing. Then it cuts back a little bit later. Miley still dancing, cut back over to Katy Perry, and she is just standing there like she is not impressed. She is not moving, she's not grooving, nothing, just watching. It's a pretty funny video.
Well, hopefully those people out there that are heading to some New Year's Eve celebrations will have a little bit more fun than Katy Perry did at the Britney Spears premiere. Now, we want to change gears a little bit because we're still talking about Phil Robertson's Duck Dynasty disaster, and it seems like A&E have sort of taken a 180 about this, and they're letting him back on the show, possibly. Fill me in. Tell me what's the latest news on this one.
Oh, they are letting him back on. They are saying that the suspension is over for Phil, that he is going to be back on the show, that they are actually going to resume filming here in a couple of months for once the break is over for them. And they have said that they spoke to a bunch of advocacy groups and came to the decision that maybe they jumped on this too soon, and that he is now welcome back on the show. What it really comes down to is that show makes them a lot of money, and they had to crumble because the family was saying no Phil, no show. And I think what it really comes down to is they had to back off their claim of suspending him. So Phil will be back on, and all will be back to normal.
Well, we want to talk about another person who said we might be seeing the last of him, and we aren't. That's Justin Bieber. Now, we can all remember that he tweeted out that "sorry, I'm retiring" kind of tweet, but it was confusing, so people aren't quite sure. Now he's saying it was all a misunderstanding. What's happening with this?
Well, it wasn't even just a tweet. He went on a local radio station here in LA, said he was retiring. Then his manager had said, oh, no, he's not retiring. Then he went out and put out a tweet, said he was retiring. And now his people are saying he just wasn't clear with his statement. He is not hanging up the towel as of yet. So it seems to us that maybe he's just trying to do this to get himself some publicity. And that's, just a cheap trick out there, saying you're retiring when you're not, to get people talking about you. But it's getting kind of old and annoying.
Yeah, I can see that there's a lot of believers that would be sad, and a lot of us average people that might not bat an eye for this one. But of course, he's always in the press, and it's always fun to talk about him. Thank you so much, Dax, for joining us today. And as always, you can catch Dax and all of his friends over at TMZ right here on the CW.